Okay. Okay. Am I alive? Let's wait a little bit. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. Why does my teeth look weird? Wait, let's change the Isn't it weird because my teeth aren't green? Wait, I think I'll go with this then. Still, it does that. Why? How come? Should do this or no? I should do this. What is happening? Did it happen before? Oh my gosh! It looks like my teeth are bad. Should I get back to the normal background, like maybe like this? Is it a writing or something? What am I supposed to do? Is it okay if my but this background is cool though, right? ChatGPT made me one green reflection on your teeth. Oh, though. Maybe if I change the lighting. Sorry for this weird. Do I have like green stuff between my teeth or something? This has never happened before, right? This is super weird. If I turn this off, what am I gonna do? First, yay! Oh, beautiful people, hello. Second, yay! Oh, and the background is interesting. Yeah, ChatGPT made me this. I haven't received this though. I have a little wait, doggy here too, and this is supposed to be me. You just come by. Just wait until build my plasma cannon. What are you talking about? Hi from Sweden. Hello. Thanks for coming. Oh, that my teeth are good. Okay. It's just the reflection or something. Can I turn on that light in this room? I wonder if it changes. No good. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway, we'll just go with this, even though I have wonderful teeth. Doesn't look that way today, but oh well. Anyway, yes, Japan, by the way, I have to talk about this. Yay, Japan made it to the tournament. This is from yesterday. And yeah, this guy, Nagatomo, he's 1 year younger than me. I think like 39 or so, like around 40. So like, in other countries too, there are many like older generations still playing, and Nagatomo, for us, Nagatomo is that guy. Doan, I like Doan. He's so cute. And really such a great player. So that's what is happening. And we just had like double typhoons, or maybe it is hitting. Yeah. So it's been rainy here in Japan, and also there was a big earthquake too recently up north, and I live in the south, so I didn't really know it. But what's interesting about that earthquake is that after that, Takaichi, she just had bathed or something. Like she took a bath, and then so basically her hair was wet, and she didn't have a makeup on, and then at that timing, the the earthquake happened, so she rushed into her office and had a press conference, so like without a makeup, no filter, and she had to answer the questions for the press, to show some statement as a prime minister. Yeah. Nothing wrong with your teeth. I'm bothered. Like if I this is okay. If I go this way, it ruins it. I gotta smile like in this way. Japan, but it's Brazil, but they beat them in the exhibition game. I think the Japan, yeah. So for those who don't know, Japan is going to the tournament, and we are fighting Brazil. And then Japanese people on X have been fighting Brazilian people because they're so passionate somehow. Like Brazilian people are like, they're so, I don't know what's the word for it, but like, yeah, they're very feisty, and there have been some fights going on. So I even saw a post in Japanese, like a Japanese person posting that, hey, like I see a lot of fights between the Japanese and Brazilians, so let's find something common, or let's talk about some fun joke that we make here in Japan, and wonder if you do the same. So in Japan, basically, that sometimes like we hear that if we dig deep into the ground, like so deep, then it will eventually reach Brazil. That's something that we've been hearing for decades, and this random person on X was wondering if Brazilians have similar things, similar jokes, and I I saw some replies, and there seems to be some, and so that was interesting. The favorite one that I saw, I don't know if the person made it himself or not, but it was like the Brazilian guy in Brazil was saying that let's put a bread on the ground, and you do the same, Japanese people, and so that we can make the biggest sandwich. That was such a great idea. It's a little bit a waste of bread, but still, like, it's funny. Like, I had never thought about it. So yeah. Peru, yeah, just elected a Japanese lady as president named Keiko Fujimori. She's the daughter of a former president, conservative, and aligned with Donald Trump. Cool. Great. Yeah, Fujimori, like, her father was very famous in Japan. The ads for some game, they're on YouTube a lot this month. Yeah. China big mad. They got hooped. I thought you ate something in Norimaki or something. Me too. I'm like, what are my teeth? Nothing is wrong with my teeth. I don't know why. Let's complain to StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard. And this background, I just told ChatGPT to make me a background based on all the things that I said in the past. And it's like, you see Trump, and you see all the, like, I don't know. Basically, it's very American. YouTube just ran a commercial during your live chat for first time, because I couldn't hear until I could speak. Oh, should I? I'm the one putting that. I can I do it later or afterwards? Seems like not. Oh no. I guess I cannot change that setting. I am very passionate to make money. So sorry for that. I don't see any. That sucks. that I can't change. I will make sure to minimize that. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming. Nothing is wrong with my teeth, by the way, for new viewers. Some I don't know why, but maybe my teeth are green today. Look at this. Look, he does this. Like, what the hell? So that anyway, I wonder if I have any like Chinese man, Chinese people. I wonder if I can maybe if I get the news on this, that would let's see. Chinese people, man. I mean China, Japan, Japanese nationals. Maybe that will be the hit. Give me the English one. Oh, this one will do. Is this okay? Okay, hope this works. Yeah. Okay. Two Japanese held in China for allegedly smuggling export restricted goods. And blah 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 blah. Okay. And the summary would be, I summarized it earlier. What happened is that two Japanese nationals have been detained in China on suspicion of trying to export restricted rare earth related materials. Rare earths are critical for EVs, semiconductors, defense systems, and high performance motors. For decades, many Japanese companies have relied on China for manufacturing and assembly. China has increasingly treated rare earths as a strategic national security asset. The detentions are widely seen as part of Beijing's tougher enforcement, highlighting the risks of depending on China for critical supply chains. So that's what they're doing. Let's see. Yeah, but anyway, China has detained Japanese people in the past. Several have returned, but there are still some left, and they are like, oh, Japanese spies, and they catch them and they treat them really badly. And one guy who survived the detention and came back, he was like, he couldn't see the sunlight for like a year or two. I don't exactly remember. Like he was living in the dark because that's what makes you crazy, and China knows it. And so that's what they were doing to kind of punish him. And also probably they wanted to hear what they wanted to hear. So it was probably part of their, what's the word? I don't know how to say that in English. Just to, attack the person. And yeah, about this case though, two people right now got caught by CCP, and it seems it's related to rare earth. I don't have much information, but our conservative figure Yoshiko Sakurai was saying that the company that they work for is like they assemble the parts in China. And, like Japan needs rare earth, China has it, but China doesn't want to export it, right? So what? So how we could like use like do it like as a loophole is to assemble assemble the parts in China to the half of the process, like it's still in the process, and then bring it back to Japan and then complete it. Because if you do everything in China, then there will be a lot of like confidential information that China would steal, and we would like to avoid that. So that's what they were doing. At least that's what Sakurai was saying. So yeah, that seems to be the case. But I know that it's like a malicious. It's a malicious arrest. They do that all the time. So I'm sorry to hear about the two Japanese citizens being held. Thank you for your concerns. What? Why would they personally smuggle them out? I have no idea. Like, when China says like, "Oh, these people, uh, committed crimes like this," like it's usually a lie. So you can't really tell what really happened. Howdy, Yoko. Oh, howdy. Thanks for coming. If my teeth ever look like black, it's because of the setting and not in real life. Just saying. If I do this, oh, maybe it's fixed. See, it's a little. Maybe it's a distance. If I, maybe I'm too close to you. Hmm. By the way, my hair is straight now. Thanks to you. You guys give me super chat. So with that money, I went to the hair salon. It's like 200, It's a lot of money. But if I don't do this, like I suffer from like it's a wavy hair. Like I have wavy hair and it kind of like it pressure my head and it's annoying. So I have to do this. And it's expensive. Torture. Yeah. Turn black. No, by the way, I have a new guy. Did you see my ex post? I went the museum museum. Like they have a special exhibition and I love dinosaurs. So I went there with my husband because sometimes you gotta have fun, right? Like that's what you're here for, to enjoy life. And look what I got. Hello. Hello. Can you tell what this is? This little guy. I haven't named him yet. Ta-da! Oh, super cute. Super cute, right? I learned about this dinosaur in a Netflix show actually. Uh it's actually like Jurassic World, and it's like a bunch of kids, and it's probably meant for kids, but it's cute. It's Ankiro or I don't know the pronunciation. Ankylosaurus. It is really cute. It's again somehow gray, but I wonder if I can, like, I'm losing what's the like viewers. Maybe I need to change setting right now. Can you change it like while you're live streaming? Because it's bad. YouTube Studio. And is it contents? If you have questions, let me know, because this is Q&A basically. Can I change it here? I will just turn it off because you guys keep. Okay. It should have. Okay, I turned off the advertisement. Hopefully it will work. Yep. So that raw. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. There was a huge one, like Spinosaurus. And Fukui Prefecture of Japan, actually, like they occupy the 80% of the findings or discoveries in Japan when it comes to dinosaurs. Like 80%. And they have this big museum there, and I'd like to visit there one day. I was interested in that, but like this time I thought like, oh, I need to go to Fukui. Cranberry, thank you so much for super chat. Yes, Let's get the super chat going because I need money. Have you played Prehistoric Isle? What is that? Probably not. Re- uh, I'm currently actually watching. By the way, I watch gameplays at night to relax, and I'm watching this guy playing 7 Days to Die. It's like cozy. What do the Japanese think of dinosaurs? I know Americans like them. We love just Jurassic World. Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic World. And each time they release the movie, Japanese people go see that in the theaters. And then yeah, I think I went to see most of the series in the theater, especially because my husband loves it too. Yeah. And then there's this one documentary on Netflix, by the way, and the narration is done by Morgan Freeman. Like, he's still alive. Like, when I was growing up, I thought that he was like a grandpa, and then he's still there. Like, why is he like a 140 years old or something? Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Any more super chat? I'm gonna get interesting if you give me super chat, or I will be energetic the more I receive super chat. Today's newspaper. What sucks about Sundays, by the way, is that we don't have much news because politics. Usually in Japan, we have movements on weekdays and not on weekends. On weekends, Japanese parliament members, they like national level, they go back to their local place and then interact with their voters. So that's the culture. So things don't really change. Oh, China and Russia again had a joint flight on the 27th. Ah. They're saying like, oh, it's Japan's new militarism. But what's interesting is that China is the one aggressively boosting their defense budget, and also Russia, they're really in the war right now. They're trying to invade. They're like trying to take Ukraine. What's so interesting about Ukraine, by the way, is that they're actually like they could win. Like people in the world thought like, oh, Russia was gonna beat them in a week or something, and then the war continued. And Biden, even though he gave them weapons, like there were restrictions that they couldn't attack cross border. So it was basically one sided. It was Russia was, of course, like they were prioritized, or like what's the word, like they were in a better position than Ukraine. So it was not fair. But today, like Ukraine gets to attack Moscow's and so on. So that is amazing. Yes, and yeah, notification don't seem to be working. Oh, is that the reason why? Oh, that's bad. Because I'm using StreamYard. Should I post on YouTube to say like, hey, I'm live? Where's the can I don't know where the link is. Or maybe I should just go here and go to my account, and then I see myself here. No, 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 no. Okay. Go back. ちょっと待って。共有。Gotta share this and then post it on a post. Wait, 投稿作成。これで、これ邪魔だな、これ。I'm live. I'm gonna write. I'm live. No, come hang. Ow. Okay. Okay. I just made a post. Giver. Hello. Thanks for coming. Mm, 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 mm. Ukraine does seem to have found its capability. It's wild that they hit St. Peters Petersburg. St. Petersburg. During the economic conference, so the attendees could all see the refinery burning. Yeah, 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 yeah. They'll be attacking. Did you see the one? I think it's actually the just Russian side making a mistake. Like they launched a missile or something, and then the the lid got blown away, and that is so funny. Yeah, but yeah, that's so true. Like, sorry for that noise if you hear it. It's not for me. I hope I'm not having a heart attack or anything. So loud. Every time hear an ambulance, I'm like, oh, please help the person in the van. It is like 1 second or 1 minute could change the outcome. So I'm always scared for them. Hi, Yoko, how are you? I'm doing great with a little new guy, too. Hello. What should I name him? Ankylosaurus. He has this is dinosaur, and he has a like a armor, really tough, like a hard, and this tail is very violent. Just like when I have like a ponytail, with my ponytail I can do like whip. So that's what this guy do or does. Yes. Yoko, have you noticed now that Ukraine is winning, there are narratives or propaganda of Europe should be friends with Russia and ditch the US? What? Who's pushing that? The right wing people? Or that is interesting. I had never heard of that sort of things before. Like Ukraine might be winning right now, so I really hope that they will push and push. And what's interesting about Ukraine is that they're so advanced now with like drone technology and how to use them effectively, and also they now have like, is it a miss like one of like cruise missiles, I think, like called Flamingo, and like they can make weapons now. Like in the meantime, of course the US and European countries were helping the country, but now like it's been like so long that there are investment from other countries and they're helping them, I bet. But still, like Ukraine are producing their own weapons now. So like after the war, I just hope that Ukraine doesn't lose, and somehow if they can protect their country, like their land, hopefully like they can become like a kind of like Israel. Like Israel, I hear that they are really advanced with technology and like military technology and so on, and maybe Ukraine has the potential to be at that level, and that they could export weapons and so on, so that we over here in Japan, we could use that help. We are helping them now, so hopefully it's a mutual thing. That China, as I said, like China and Russia just had a joint flight the other day, like yesterday, around Japan, and it's around Japan, right? Where did it say? Uh, oh, it's West Pacific Oceans, above the West Pacific Oceans. So they did that. So we gotta be careful. Yoko Junior. This is Yoko Junior. Very kawaii. Yeah. I have like four kind of big stuffed animals. I have two little guys too. You wanna see? Ta-da! I bought this guy in Hiroshima. My husband and I were driving, like he had to work in Hiroshima like for the day, so I tagged along. I was sitting next to him because like it was such a like he had to go and then come back in one day, and that's such a long drive that he needed somebody to wake him up. So I got this little guy, Bunny, and he's like gray. This guy is gray. My other stuffed animals are gray. Like everyone is somehow gray. Maybe I have a thing for gray creatures, and I have an open mind for the alien called Gray too. I even made like a little doll before. And this is another guy, the Chiba. I wanted to take him everywhere, so that's why I bought it. But it's kind of I don't want to kind of like damage it or anything. So I don't know. He's just sitting in my room. Choco Junior. Wait, does that mean that I look? I mean, I kind of look like this. Kind of similar look. Let's see. Jeffrey Sachs just did an over 15-minute speech about that. He's former Democrat, though. Oh, interesting. I gotta check that out. Jeffrey Sachs. Okay. The spiky tail is named the Thagomizer after the late Thagosimmons Google Thagomizer far side comic. Okay. That sounds very difficult. I agree that Europe should take a bigger part on negotiating for peace, but his last part saying China is not the enemy, but a success story is highly sus. Yeah. Yeah, never ever trust China. They know how to, appear kind of like appealing, like attractive, in the deals and so negotiations, but they openly lie. That's their culture. Whether you like it or not, or whether you think it's good or bad, like it's not about that. It's just their culture to lie. Whatever it takes. But it's the strength of China. If you see the silver lining for them, um, it's like they just do it. They just want to take whatever they can, and whether it's stealing or you know uh using a military power or anything, or deceiving, it doesn't matter. Like they do whatever it takes to get what they want to. And I learned at the same time that they have great innovations like recently, right? And part of it is because like the process is different. Somebody, this expert, I think I told you before, but like I was reading in the newspaper, this expert explained that by comparing Japan and China, that Japan has to know everything when we are going into some project, right? Like from the zero phase to the last phase, we are doing this in this direction by this, and it's gonna happen like this, and then we're gonna do this, and it's all like concrete. But China just do it and then see how it goes, and then think from there, and fix it and so on. So they have more you know potentials to do things like a lot of investment can happen and so on. So that's a great way to do it. But at the same time, though, like right now, two Japanese people are detained in China, right? And that's a new case. It has happened before too, but like there are a lot of Chinese industrial spies, and they steal our technology all the time. So stealing, like they don't feel a thing. They don't think that it's a bad thing. So you gotta be careful. Like European countries are geographically very, very far away from China, and maybe you know those people don't care, but in this generation though, like the distance doesn't matter because they can still steal and you know take over your country easily. Cute bunny. Yes, kawaii usagi. Yes. Hello from Germany. Hello, guten Tag. Wie geht's? Wie geht's? Yeah. I trust China slightly less than I trust Russia. The it's that they're both really, really bad, the leaders, but the kinds are different, right? Like the types are different, and that's what's interesting about it. The Russia just they use their brain, how to, like, what's the word? It's like trap people, and KGB is really good at that, right? But I don't know why. Is it called FSB now? Or yeah. China doesn't care about, like, they care so much about their face, but at the same time they don't really. So China number one. Oh no. It's only communist China on culture. Yeah. They do deals with Korea and then stole their tech and ideas. Yeah. And then also, like, China has a lot of money, so, and Korea too. And they do so-called like headhunt. Japanese people were, they get flirted basically. They Chinese companies or Korean companies, they approach Japanese people with technology, or skills, and they hire them for like such a generous pay. And the problem of Japanese companies is that with this, under the circumstances in Japan, like economically, we cannot pay them well. So they, of course, like those, like sometimes some people are very patriotic, and but it's not always the case. So they will choose bigger money. Mm. Jeffrey Sachs is a poisonous weasel. Do not trust him. He's a CCP puppet. Oh, that's why. That's why the CCP, like, yeah, the narrative. I see. They have a saying: if you can cheat, sheet. Oh no. Our high-tech company try not to hire any Chinese. Good call. Japan, we didn't have the legal framework to arrest industrial spies. I don't know the stage right now. Do we already make the law, or Takaichi is really she's highly alert with economic security, so she's been working on things like that. So, oh, super chat, thank you, Yoko. Your background is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, but it somehow is making my teeth black. But, thank you. ChatGPT made it for me. Yeah. Er geht so zu heiß hier. I don't know, I forgot German. Hey, Yoko, hello. China hires fake CEOs. Ooh. I kind of liked Jack Ma, the Alibaba guy. When he talks about business, it's kind of inspiring. I really like his input that, you know, basically, I don't exactly remember what he said, but like he was on the note of like business is basically about solution. Every problem there's a solution, and that's something that you sell or something like that. And so that was interesting, but even he is influential, so influential that CCP basically control him. That sucks. Oh yeah, Europe is crazy. How about Germany? I don't know about Germany. Like, do you guys have air conditioners? Because I heard that in France, like, they don't have, they're even like arguing right now whether to install air conditioners. And what about Germany? Do you guys have, is it a thing to avoid like technology, or do the German people like uh air conditioner and so on? It's so crazy that there are like, wasn't it like 200 people or 100 or 200? Like many people died in France, right? Out of the heat. That is so crazy. EU Parliament got their aces cut off. It is, sorry for the big voice. It is like ultimately, like it is extremely stupid. It is so stupid. Uh, wow. So crazy because over here in Japan, it's not really all about the heat. It's humid here, and it basically consumes your energy, here in Japan in summer. And it's been getting worse and worse each year. So we are like, like even the mainstream media, like they are very, very passionate to protect our people. So it's like we have alert for the heat and humidity, like, oh, it's gonna be this hot today, so like it's a like alert level, so do not go outside kind of thing, and make sure you turn on the air conditioner and so on. And before the summer came, like it's not really summer, but like even back in spring too, right after we were done using the heater, for the winter, the on mainstream media you would hear like, oh, in this like time in between, between winter and summer, make sure to check your air conditioner if it works, and also make sure that it's clean. That was something that they were pushing, and they were discussing whether the government should give aids for the electronic fees, because electricity fees, because we will be using a lot of air conditioner in the summer to protect our lives, and it's encouraged here to keep the air conditioner on it. Like even if you don't feel like you need it, you gotta make sure to turn it on, as like keep it on, so that you don't die. So no new homes, very expensive. Wow. I mean, our air conditioner was expensive too. It was probably like, at that time it was like 150 or something. And then we got it cheaper though. Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. It's gonna get even more expensive, I think. So like this year, you should, if you want to buy, like at least here in Japan, I hear that you gotta buy the computers and all the high tech technology stuff. Whether it's refrigerator or air conditioner, you gotta buy it this year because it's gonna get expensive. Oh, super chat right there. Thank you so much. Sorry for my black teeth. Like it somehow makes my teeth black. But thank you so much for your pink super chat. Yes. Thank you. You are my savior today. Thank you. Yes. No comment though. Wait. Do I? Where is that here in the chat? Oh yeah, I don't see any comment. But thank you so much. Yay! Yeah, yay! I'm gonna keep it on for a while. Man, this teeth is actually what. See, like if I stay back, then it's better. But I'm like a grandma. I'm like trying to read your comments. I have to stay here. Okay. Let's see. Jack Ma got arrested for a long time. Oh, really? In the UK, they ban in ACs in some places. That's ridiculous. They're like Europeans. Like from the comments, I get the impression that European people are underestimating the threat of nature. The nature, like especially the leftists, in the world, they're like, oh, green energy and oh, eco-friendly and all that sort of things. But I have to say, as a Japanese person in Japan, the nature is scary, really, really scary. It is beautiful. It gives you a sense of awe, and it's so amazing. It's magnificent. At the same time, the nature kills you. I get goosebumps just by thinking about it, because we have so much or so many natural disasters, right? In Japan from the ancient times. Like we have been dealing with typhoons, earthquakes, heavy rains, and all the things. Even in winter nowadays, like it gets super dry and natural fires are happening too. And also bears, man. Bears. It's been a recent problem in Japan. Bears come down to the towns and they're nothing wrong with them, they're just there for their survival, but like we are not being able to co-live to get like efficiently, and so they are attacking humans. And again, they're part of the nature, but then we gotta remember that we are part of the nature, right? But European liberals, they're like, oh, nature, be nice to the nature, and they get killed. So stupid. So stupid. Um, yeah, the wildfire in the forest, volcanoes. Yes, yes. I am a Kyushu Island. I live in Fukuoka. So Japan consists of like four main islands, right? Like big islands. And I live in the southern part called Kyushu, and I live in the north part called Fukuoka. It's the biggest city, by the way, on this island. But yeah, so we do have some plates, like where earthquakes can happen. We have one big line that it's kind of dangerous, but it doesn't really move usually. And then, yeah, and then the heavy rains too. It does affect other areas of my prefecture, like my area. But like where I live or where my parents live and so on, it doesn't get affected much. So like we feel like this is like the best place to live. But at the same time, we are kind of close to Mount Aso. It's not, we're not close, but there, if the Mount Aso, they're still active, so they could one day like erupt. So when that happens, like I'm so dead. Like the one in Italy, like if you know what I'm talking about, is it Pompeii? Pompeo? I forgot the name, but like I think it was Italy, and they got buried by ashes, right? That could happen here, so that's my fear. But oh, so related to that, recently I heard an interesting input that Japanese people are very melancholy. Like we are very negative, right? Like look at you guys, like look at Americans especially. You're so cheerful. You tell jokes all the time. You even have the culture of satire, and you're joking around a lot, and your entertainment is very uplifting and awesome. In Japan, what's great is like horror movies, all the scary movies, and all the weird stories or horror games and that sort of things, right? Like the kind that gives you goosebumps. We are so freaking negative. And that's part of the reasons why I love America, though. Like, you guys are so bright, fun and cheerful, right? But that is because, this one person was making a point that it's because living in Japan, you have to be worried all the time. You have anxiety all the time for your survival because there are so many natural disasters that at any minute I could be, my place would be shaking, like we are always like kind of cautious, or else like we can't run when something happens. So that's the world that we live in. Like whenever the rain nowadays too, like we can foresee if the rain like the clouds are gonna stay in the same place or not. Like it's been happening for some reason like in recent years. If the clouds are staying there in a particular place for a while, then of course it's gonna damage the ground so heavily that there will be like landslide and everything, and we have to evacuate and so on. So that's our everyday life. So we are naturally kind of negative and critical, and like we have anxiety. So no wonder like there are lots of people who commit suicide and so on. So that is so interesting. And a part of me is scared of Mount Aso. And in Japan, we worship the nature. We worship the nature. We worship our ancestors. That's the fundamental beliefs that we have. Um, Even if we, for example, believe in Christianity or whatever religion, or Buddhism, in those other religion, Christianity or Buddhism, like you don't have the teachings of like ancestor worshipping, right? Like maybe there are some elements, I have no idea, but it's not the fundamental message, right? But in Japan, when you, for example, if you enter some kind of religious group, then you're gonna be told to like collect the information of your ancestors and make a family tree and so on and worship them. And yeah, that's us. Yeah. You need to kill the bears. They'll keep training the next generations to go into human territories. Yes, that's already happening. There were little cute bears, before, and then now they come back. Pompeii. Yes. I found out you have an X account based. ありがとうございます。ポンペオを破壊したのはベスビオ火山。I didn't remember the name of the volcano. I went to see the dinosaur exhibition yesterday, but the same museum actually had I know, yeah, that one, yeah, that I think that museum had the exhibition of Pompeii before, and I did go see all the remains of the place, and they even brought like a bathtub from there. So that was really like that was so interesting, and they had so much culture already a long time ago. And it's so like I don't know the word for it. Like I feel is it romance? Like I feel like not the nostalgia, but like nostalgia or anything, but like you feel like when you think about the past, like a long time ago, and you feel something, right? Like a special feeling. So maybe Yoko will help usher the satire culture into Japan. First, we need to build like a really like a safest, uh, living space or something. But what's interesting is that Japan actually, like, I think it's not only me, because I saw somebody posting this on X the other day, and I thought like, oh, that guy thinks the same as me. But the thing is that our technology to counter earthquakes, our technology is getting better and better, like really, really better. My vocab problem. And yeah, like if you look at other countries, people are dying a lot from the same level of earthquakes that happen here. Earthquakes happen here and people don't die unless it's like, like historical level. So then I realized like, oh, our technology is actually getting more and more advanced, and I cannot thank enough for all the people who are working for it. Those who come up with the ideas and making into the actual theory, and then there are people who can actually build them, and it's amazing. The newer buildings, for example, there's one in Fukuoka. Like we are having so-called Big Bang. The city is having a big bang, like it's an official project name, but we got rid of all the old old buildings and rebuilding the new ones. And this big one, for example, it's meant for like an evacuation place, in the city usually we don't have evacuation places. So in the like the center of the city, really like, you know buildings everywhere kind of place. They built this big one, and then it's really spacious, and at the same time they in the basement or whatever, like they store all the goods for evacuation, water and foods and everything, like they are prepared. So and then that gives us a sense of like relief, right? We can be a less negative. So did you see the Japanese fans in Dallas? They are having so much fun. I know. I want to try the barbecue that they are trying. Yeah. Roman Empire, everyone thinks about it almost every day. Yo, but no, I'm talking about like the sense of. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. ロマンがある。Romantic? Really? It has a sense of romance. Inspiring. It's epic. That's pretty cool. It doesn't get translated well. It has a certain charm. No, it's a romance. Romantic. It's just romantic. All the ancient things and so on. I really love thinking about people in the past and so on, because it's romantic, right? Like, let's say your loved ones are like temporarily in some other country or something, and then you just imagine what they're doing and so on, and it's romantic. So it's kind of similar. Don't Tell Yoko, the three biggest profit cinema movies in America. Why? You collected new kawaii stuffed animal. Yes, capybara and stork. Yes, you remember well. Thank you. Yes. I don't want to be materialistic, so like I usually like it whenever I go to museums or something. I usually do not buy because eventually I feel that I will not need it and so on. But then I'm reminded recently. I guess I'm getting older, and I'm relearning life, and I'm realizing that you gotta just enjoy life, right? Whatever. If this makes you happy, you gotta buy it, right? And I'm happy. It's cute. I was working on the computer, like working using the computer last night, and then I was getting kind of like my body was getting tense, and I was like I was in this focus mode of myself, and it doesn't feel good physically. And I'm like, like, and remember, even though I'm like editing the video for my husband and so on, even though I'm focused, at the same time, I'm so used to the work that I'm thinking about something else at the same time, if you know what I mean. And I was thinking of this annoying older guy who was on the train next to me. He was so like, it was so annoying. So I started to remember him, and I'm like, I need to like, forget about him and focus on my work. So I put this little guy next to me, like next to the computer, and I just editing, and then I simultaneously kind of look at this guy, and then I started to feel good. You need all the good, stuff that makes you happy. And then those things that you no longer need, you just gotta let go, because the version of you right now is the new version. It's no longer the old version. So the what belongs to the old version, you gotta let go, and you gotta discard all the stuff that you don't need it anymore. So yes, that's what I've been doing. Is this new? I follow you on X. Didn't know you stream. Oh, thank you for coming. Yes, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber who is on X. So, but I don't make videos much. I started to make Japanese videos again though. I made a new channel recently. I think a year ago, and then I've been posting a bit, and then but then I got like over 40,000 views on one video that I posted recently. I should post more. No more super chat. Hello. European aristocracy certainly does ancestor worship. They just won't call it worship. Aristocracy. What is that? Man, I want a new phone. Aristocracy. 貴族. Oh, interesting. But like, our way of thinking in Japan is that if you worship your ancestors, like ancestors are usually forgotten today, right? Like but in a sense, they are ignored. So if you pay attention, find them if you haven't found them. Find them and then cherish them, and thank them for all the, they carried on all the things so that you are here the way you are. So you got to be thankful, and if you notice them and cherish them, and then we get connected, and also we get happy together, so that everything gets in a good cycle. So that's why we do that, because Japan has the money to pay for the earthquake engineering up front. Oh, but our still though, like, we need the people, like human resources that can work on mathematics and all the engineering and so on. So our government, I think, is actually investing more for that. Our opposition party, the what's the word, Democratic Party for the People, the party leader Tamaki has been saying that too, that we need to invest in human resources, because Japanese people were really good in the past. Today, we feel like we are like, we are better at sports and so on. Our anime and so on are great too. But our technology and big companies are not doing well. Like all the famous companies from Japan, they're usually like very old. And those who are currently in their 60s or not 70s, probably around 60s, maybe 70s, their generation do not have big companies. They didn't launch big companies. So they were just enjoying life, because at that time, when they were younger, they had a lot of money. Like, we had inflation, so they enjoyed their life and they didn't do much to contribute. So they're like I'm annoyed by the generation gap, by the way. Yeah, I was gonna talk about something, but I don't know what I thought about. What I forgot. Japan natural disaster technology is praising the US. I mean, within the last year. Yeah. I wonder California is okay. Oh, and Venezuela, man. You see here? Did you see the news about Venezuela? Like, there was a huge earthquake, right? Wait, I should look it up here. Oh man, maybe I can even like Venezuela earth. You know, what you can do on here is that こうして I can probably what I can do is not this. How do I oh this I'm just remembering how to use this. 許可はいはい Wait, I see something. Wait, it disappeared. Oh, here. I reject. See, frustration grows in Venezuela as earthquake's death toll reaches 1,430. It's devastating. What is happening there? What is 68,000, like nearly 70,000 people missing. Isn't that crazy? Like 70 and 7.5 magnitude earthquakes. That is a huge earthquake. So even Japan would have problems with that. But man, I feel terrible for them. And but then I thought like, oh, Japan should give them some knowledge if we can. You know, but they're going through a lot. Their leader was, taken out taken out by Trump, and then now this earthquake. I can tell that they are in a shifting phase right now. Yeah, it's gonna. I think that because that's the number that they are aware of, like the missing people and so on. Who knows if there were more people there? And then yeah, and let's hope that they are alive. But oh man. They just don't have the money to build earthquake-proof buildings. Yeah, I think it's easy to collapse. Yeah, like when I visited Dharamsala in India, where the Tibetan government in exile is located, I saw construction sites, and what they were building the buildings with were like bamboo sticks and so on. And like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, is that how you are building the thing? Like, but then when Japan is hit by huge earthquakes and so on, the US or Taiwan and all the other countries have helped us. So it's a mutual thing that we need to help each other out. But the economy size too, I think, yeah. Once it's out of the dictatorship regime, I think that the free market would actually fix the economic problems. At least like it would make things better. So I hope that's the direction that they're going. We only met in real life last year as a romantic couple after having been close friends since 2016. What are you talking about? Did you just Oh, here. My ex-girlfriend is in Venezuela. What? Right now? As romantic because we wanted to see us again in autumn already before, but she has to care for her mom with tumor. But oh no, that is such an unfortunate situation. Is she okay? I hope she's okay. Yoko, have you seen the Princess of the Yen documentary? I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell. Wait. Princess. No, yeah, princess, right? Yeah, Princess of the Yen. Documentary? Is it about economy? Yen's ruler? Like there's a book, right? There's a documentary? Hmm. I gotta learn economy. I'm glad the US has sent troops to Venezuela to help them with the earthquakes right now. Oh yeah. I have people associated with family who are missing in Venezuelan earthquakes right now. Oh really? Wow. That must be very scary. I hope everyone is okay. Japan builds buildings to survive, even the US doesn't. Yeah. I mean, you guys don't have earthquakes, but then you have hurricanes and so on, or tornadoes. The building code is to build it so the building stands long enough for people to escape, then tear down and rebuild. Interesting. Oh, hello, Doug. I haven't seen you in a while. Why is picture of Trump under Inga waitress? I don't know. ChatGPT just randomly made it up. So this is actually the second version. I had one more. I asked it to make the first try was this. Is it reflected? It's kind of dark and you can't really see. So I was like, make it kind of lighter in the center, and then it became this. And it somehow is making my teeth look black. Also, but firstly, I wanted to use this because it's so like relaxing vibe. I just randomly took this from the internet. Doesn't it look good? I want to live in a place like this. But then this is so Japanesey. we are not we are on a virtual tour. But yeah, all the letters that you see on this, like in God We Trust and so on, it's all just ChatGPT just made it. I hope my laptop is not heating up. It's the fan is going crazy right now. In California, there are earthquakes. Yeah. Hi. My teeth, man. Mm. Oh yeah, so there was a big earthquake up north recently in Japan. So the visitors from other countries, those who are here to for sightseeing, they were scared. Like they were answering the questions by a reporter. That's one risk of visiting Japan. I recommend come to Japan only in the spring and maybe in the autumn, not summer and those time right before and after summer, because it's typhoon happens and I don't know why, but natural disasters usually occur a lot together. Heavy rains and typhoons, earthquakes. So avoid that season. She lives in another region, the second largest city, Maracaibo, in the west of the country. She has ghosted me. She has ghosted me in April without any explanation, but blocked my Facebook and Instagram except. Oh no, she's not worth it. Now I don't care. She's not worth it. Whoever ditches you like that is bad. Like as a person, you shouldn't do that. But wait, are you really young or something? Because younger people do that, and it's okay. I used to do that when I was younger. Today, as a grown up, I had to keep a distance from my ex too, and it sucks because I like him and so on. But I just thought that it's wrong. So I'm like, can we kind of keep a distance? And then he was very respectful, and I was really thankful about it. And we are both adults, like mature adults, so we are like, we had a conversation. It sucks for both of us, but because as humans, like, we respect each other and everything, but it doesn't fit in the, like, we are married and it's weird, right? So yeah, you gotta communicate. You have the ability to communicate, right? So if the person doesn't make even the efforts to communicate with you, like, it, not worth it. Let's see. Any more super chat? I've been talking for an hour. You know what? In an hour, like after an hour or so, you gotta stand up, okay? You gotta move your body. You guys should stand up too if you're sitting. That's what I'm learning. Sitting is the new smoking. Okay? Seriously, you're gonna understand if you're hit like 40 years old, or if you become, older. Japanese. Yes. Did you love computers? I'm doing work while listening to you and Vegas Pro Crush. Oh no, were you editing? No. Both in your 30s. Oh. If you're in the 30s, you gotta, what I learned in life, by the way, is that you gotta find your partner quickly. But guys are okay, right? Like, you don't have like fiscal limit. Like, until you're like 60 or so, like, you're okay. But women have to hurry. So yeah, you gotta make sure that you save the time for your girls, or those who you want to protect and so on. If a girl is wasting her time on a guy that is not interested in starting a family or something, you gotta let her go. What if I'm sitting and smoking at the same time? Oh, that usually, like, double negative is positive, but it's that's not the case. I'm walking now, standing now. Good. I need one of those, like, desk that you can change the height and so on. What's annoying about my place is that this chair didn't come with this table, so it's not matching the height. And I have a gaming chair at the kitchen counter. We have a counter, one of those uh, structure, and the gaming chair can kind of change the height, but still, like, the counter height is not really meant for sitting, so it's annoying. Like, I want to change the height and so on. I want to fix my place, but this is a rented place, so what I can do is to buy something, right? Which you can adjust the height and so on. Oh, it gives me a headache. She has had a terrible childhood, was abandoned on the street. Wow, awful. I don't want her back as a girlfriend, but I like to keep her as friend, the very base. Hates commies, knows a lot. We share many interests. That's cool. Yeah. Good. I mean, until, like, either of you get married, that's gonna work. Mental issue? Oh no. She needs more nutrition. I think part of the reasons why I am no longer depressed is because my nutrition is good. Like, I have a balanced diet now that I'm very stable. And also take vitamin D. Today we are not exposed to the sun as much as our people used to, so Pretty much worry about never finding a wife to start a family with. I cannot even find close friends in real life. And you gotta go out, man. First of all, like you don't have to jump onto like finding a girlfriend or a friend. What you gotta do is make guy friends who have girlfriends. That will work, okay? Because once that your guy friends like you, they will want to help you out and they will cooperate. And who knows, like you could marry his sister or something. Yeah. It's all about networking. And if you don't want to go through that, I bet that your country or your local authority has some kind of system to hook you up with somebody. Over here in Japan, we usually have that where like you can consult with a city level place to get married. Of course, like the people that come to that sort of places are like serious people, so they're not gonna be like gorgeous or anything. Probably, maybe I'm judging or prejudiced, but that's the impression that I have. But still, like there are good people, appearance and so on, you can change it, easily today. So yeah, I wouldn't mind about that. And also there are some private businesses that will hook you up with somebody, not in a Tinder way, but in a healthy way. And if you go for, at least here, if you pay a good amount, the service seems to be good. So, and also if you have a lot of money, girls will come to you, but they'll be shallow though. Napoleon wants an anime wife. I don't think so. I feel like he's not that sort of kind. Super chat. No more super chat. Hello. Hello from the other side. Oh, I gotta tell you, I've been like decluttering my place and I've been cleaning and I have more space physically, I have more mental space and so on. And then it's somehow like it's bringing me back the old sense of who I am or who I was, which is a great thing. And then I thought, like, you know what? I really like being strong and I really like to, I don't know, I like the vibe of a Terminator. So my husband and I, like I forced my husband to watch Terminator 1 and 2 with me 2 nights in a row. Like I just had to. I had to watch it. Because I want to be a Sarah Connor. I want to be like Sarah Connor. I don't want to be put in a mental hospital, but that story doesn't kind of sum up because she was okay when one ended, she was in Mexico or something. She was safe, with a doggy. And then the second one comes and then somehow she's locked up, and all the evidence didn't work. I feel like that was a like stretch in the story, but oh well. But that's why she was badass in the second one. Mhm. The super rich have no limit for either sex. They will always find someone to nurse them. Yoko, have you ever eaten at Imaya's hamburgers? No. What is that? Imaya? Imaya? Ima. Oh, by hearing the word hamburger, I'm getting hungry. Did you see my hamburger picture? This is me yesterday. Me enjoying a hamburger. You can't really see because it's too. Wait. Gonna make it. It's so bright. It will work, right? Yay, hamburger. You can't really. Okay, hamburger. And then the inside looks like. Wait, it doesn't work well because it's green. Yes, it was so good. It was so heavy. When I held it, I was like, so surprised. Super chat! Thank you so much. I agree that money is important, especially as a man, simply because you have to be able to support your family. In general, I think most women value men who provide security physically and financially. I completely agree. As a woman, you are correct. Yes. My husband, I love my husband for many reasons. One of the reasons why is because he has this high survival surviving skills, financially and also politically. Like he knows a lot of people and he's been through a lot, so he knows how to, get the financial aid from the local authority. Like he knows all the systems, so he gets all the aids that we need, and then make sure that our insurance and so on too, like it's a decent level and so on. And then he knows a lot of parliament members or local politicians, and he knows a lot of CEOs and business owners. It's and then he has so much knowledge about things, like about the society, or about the what we study in school, or all the things that are happening in the world. And then he knows a lot about people too, like who's doing what and everything, like the intelligence thing, he's good at it. So really great guy. As for money though, I'm hoping that I'm gonna make more than him so that I can buy him something. Like recently I bought him a book, just because I realized I can, right? Like through your support. And I should use it for my marriage too, because I'm always like relying on him and I wanted to do something, right? And book is a good investment. It's a good way to spend your money. So and then his expression, like facial expression, when I said like, oh, I will buy you today then, and then he was like, oh, except that his teeth is not much better, like somehow it's making my teeth look black, and I'm annoyed by that. But yes, thank you for your super chat. Yes, Brian, as always, thank you. I only date supermodels, bro. Seriously? Eh? That's an interesting type. What's interesting about growing older is that I used to have a type. Right? Like tendency of the face structure, facial structure. And I really had to think about clean teeth, because Japanese guys usually do not have good teeth. Today it's changing after COVID, because after COVID we had to take off our masks, and then people realized that their mouths are not good looking, and then they started to go to dentists more and so on. But anyway, and then my type back in the day was that I wanted to become a musician, so the person that I date had to be either as good as me or better than me at instruments. And then the guy had to my type had to have a American English accent. You're not gonna find that here, right? So that's why I was going after people online, but or the exchange students here and so on. But yeah, it was stupid. I finally grew up, and mentally, and it was great that I encountered my husband. When I met him, though, he didn't really strike me as a type, like he was so much different. And the age too, like I used to date like same age or a bit like 2 years older or so, or 2 years younger, or 5 years younger, like yeah, that's kind of thing. But my husband is like 9 years older. Like I couldn't, like it's so crazy what you think in your head. It's not real. Your subconscious is there too, so you got to pay attention to that too. Take Yoko's advice, make friends with coworkers. Yeah, you got to network. Practice with speed dating too. Yes, it's cringe, but it's paid practice to learn conversation. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I mean, like romance is like the extension of friendship too. Like my husband and I, we are like best friends. Actually, we are romantically involved too, but like the foundation is that my husband and I, we are like besties. We're best friends. We talk all the time, and then we experience the same. Like the other day, like we went to the museum and we love the conversation together. What we notice. What each of us notice are either like sometimes different, but a lot of the times like different, but in the same direction, so that you have fun. And then I tell jokes all the time to make him laugh, and then he laughs and it's funny. For me, I love that moment. So like we have a great chemistry. So it's not, it's the what who you want to experience have experiences with. So yes. Terminator 3 has this female Terminator. Oh yeah, I heard that there's three, but is it worth watching? I don't know if I should watch that. Oh, Cranberry is going to sleep. I would say have a great rest of your stream though. Ciao, folks. Thank you for watching. Elon has 11 children or so. That's biological children, and I don't. Is he actually meeting the children and so on? Because if then he's only a biological father and not really a father. And somebody was saying it recently. I forgot where I heard it, but you know, just because your father isn't there, doesn't mean that you are failed. That you just need like a father figure. Like it doesn't have to be biological father. It's ideal that way, but even if the person isn't there, if a father figure is there for you, that will just balance things out. It's a famous hot dog standing who got around this old grandpa. He has very bad back. Oh, are you talking about the Ohori Park? Usually the husband is the one forcing the wife to watch sci-fi films. I know. Oh, I gotta show you my glasses. I was saying, which reminds me, I think last week I had to end the stream because I had to make a pair of glasses, right? Which I successfully did. It was expensive. It's like 200 in total. I thought the place was like a cheap place and that's why I went there, but actually like prices are up today. Whatever you buy, it's expensive. 200. My hair is 200. Super chat, please. Expensive. But anyway, I went to the famous On Days. It's on Days. And then this came for free though. On your days. And that's why it's called, I don't know if you can say on days. On your days. Super funny. But then this is the one that I got. I'm wearing contacts right now, so I can't really. It gives me a cool, right? Like I look like a professor or something, and it's giving me a headache. But yeah, thought this is super cool. Like look at this. Like no. I look smart, so that's why I got it. And then the ladies, who at the store, so they basically checked my eyesight, and then told me to check around, and I was like, oh, like which ones are meant for females and which are meant for men, right? And then the lady was like, oh, it's usually like like most of them are like it's not most of all of them, like they are like what's the word, unisex. So like it doesn't matter if you're female or man. So I just look at everything, and then the female looking ones are like not my style. It doesn't match my face because I have thick eyebrows, right? And then I decided to go with this one, right? And then when I after I picked it, the lady was like, "Oh yeah," like, or after. Oh, I think it was when we were adjusting it, like after they actually made this, and then we had to adjust the size, right? To if it's fitting me and so on. And then the person who was in charge was like, "Oh, this is long because it's actually meant for guys." I'm like, "But you said it's meant for both men and women." This is in particular is actually, for men, for mainly for men. So I have a taste as a man. I'm I guess I'm wanting to become a man. So weird. If you go to my Instagram, what you notice is that like I realized that I posted a picture of me at the museum. Another like it's not, it was just a small exhibition about reptiles. It's a small tokage. What is it called? Lizard. Lizard is there, and I'm looking at the lizard from. Actually, it's like you're gonna understand if you look at the picture. But so it's a lizard. I like reptiles and dinosaurs. And yesterday I posted my dinosaur picture and videos there too, and I realized like that's not very like a stereotypical female things together with the glasses. It happens to be men. Ah, I'm like, I'm failing as a female. Ah. Good morning from New York City. Hello. Good morning, New York. I'd like to see New York one day. I don't know when though. It's like weird that you keep saying like one day, but then you realize that you don't have much time left, in life. Like I'm 40. If I am to die at 80, if I do well, I do have another like half of my life, but still like I'm gonna be aging, and maybe I can't walk as good as today, and yeah. Forget the Disney movies. I don't, yeah, I don't like Disney movies much. Like, I think it's beautiful and everything, but I'm watching, by the way, on Netflix. I started to watch this show called Hawaii 50, Hawaii 50. Oh, the vibe, man. The vibe. I think it's meant for guys, but it's so good. It's ridiculously like it's politically speaking, it's weird because like why would the team have so much authority? But it's a show, right? Like you gotta go with the setting, and it's cool because they're Asians too, and it's kind of cool too when you think about it. And the Asian guy, by the way, is from Lost. I watched Lost, and the Korean looking guy is from that show too. Oh, and Masioka is there in the show too. I only saw like 5 episodes or so. Masio, like a yatta guy from Heroes is in the show Hawaii 50. Yeah, but the positive music, kind of aggressive music, and people doing sports and gunshots, and gun shooting, and physical fights, and it's really good. Men want respect and admiration from women, not money. I give everything to my to my husband. I admire my husband all the time. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm admiring you. all the time. いつも褒めてるね。まあ、そうそう。あMy husband just, he's standing there. He just said that there are only, you know, things about me that can be admirable. Like that he consists of the things that can only be admirable. Mm, okay. Yeah. I don't think gender roles are about the men and women that have different strengths, and it's important to work together to have a strong relationship. Yeah. I mean, my husband and I, we are very, very, very flexible. But then I am, for my own life, I'm starting to declutter and clean this place, and I think from the outside it might look like I'm becoming feminine, but I'm not. I'm doing it for other reasons, because this rich woman is saying that you gotta do it for your subconscious. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it because there's nothing to lose in trying. I disagree with Japanese men having bad teeth. I don't know. Then my database comes from political field, so, and older generation, so, and locally, like not the city. Like it's a suburb area that I live, so that's the problem. Yeah, the problem is that if I have more income than my husband, then that will be like, why is he, like, why do I be with him? But then I'm like, I have a bit of a, I realized that there was part of me like stopping me from earning money, but then my husband wants me to be rich if I can. He will not reject it because he loves money like I do. And we could do a lot of things if we have money. We can invest a lot in the political activities. So, yeah. Yes. In the fall, I think there will be some events. Usually it becomes in the fall because we got to plan and have meetings and so on. So I think the fall season, I'm going to be really busy. For me and my wife, I provide the money and security and most decision making, while she focuses on the kids and our social connections, and helps monitor our finances. That sounds like an ideal. That's great that you have that balance. Yeah, that's like real partnership. Me and my husband, we are very, like, he's super sophisticated and like much smarter than me. But as for the human type, we are the same type. We get angry easily, and we kind of look down on the others sometimes, and we laugh at the similar things, and we like the cute animals or all this stuff and so on. Or we are both dog dog lovers and so on. So it's like we are kind of like twins, if you know what I mean. So like I feel odd, like I feel like something is missing when I'm not with him, because he's part of me, like we are, like, I think the like a twin flames or something, if I may speak spiritually. But anyway, any more super chat? Because if not, I think I've been talking for an hour and a half. So I'm just asking. Those glasses are sexy. Thank you. IQ increased by 15 points. Hi, glasses. Thank you. She thought they looked too good on you. That's why she said, let's think so. But the crazy part about this own days is that it's own days, right? But when I looked at the sign held up in at the store. I mean, in the store, it was written in Japanese, and it said on days instead of on days. Like it's a turn on, that kind of on, on, and it was written in Japanese. And I'm like, what? It's supposed to be on days, but I don't know. Hawaii 50 is great. I miss it. Yeah. Really liked Hawaii 50. I thought female Asian cop was very sweet. Yeah, she's so like hot. She's pretty, she's hot, and like yeah, like I I think she gave the good Hawaiian vibe, you know. Maybe stereotypical, but still like it's sexy. Mm, 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 mm. I'm hungry. I'm getting super hungry at 6 p.m. Also, like as a female, I eat a lot too. I'm probably sometimes eating more than my husband because as for the meals, we eat pretty much the same amount. Maybe my husband eats a bit more rice or something. We eat pretty much the same. And then afterwards, I have a special stomach for dessert. And I keep eating. So I actually eat a lot. So probably that's why like I don't make I should have female friends for like cosmetics and so on because I need information, but then I, I don't know. I'm more like a guy. Hmm. Have you seen the Shogun remake? No. Shogun? Hmm. I need to watch. My husband and I were saying that we need to watch one of the traditional Japanese TV drama of on NHK. Uh, my husband is saying it's not traditional, but it's about a traditional history. Yeah, yeah. NHK always like revise the history in a bad way. So. Is Hide-san making food? No, he's washing the dishes. Yeah. Hmm? And making 2 more seasons to continue the story past the original book. Or the Shogun? Oh, the Shogun is that one that got very popular in the US, right? Yeah, we gotta watch that. 아니, 아마プラ かな? I wonder where can we watch it? Is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime? We have those two. For the Terminator though, because it's like from the old times, you know, we had to sign up for we like a trial week of some other program and 2 different types too. I gotta end that contract so that I don't have to pay. So Amazon Prime is so complicating. I don't like it for that. But Hiroyuki Sanada, right? He's really good. Like I heard that he was telling the team to, you know, behave in a certain way. For example, like not to step on the tatami floor, like the edge of the tatami, you know, because like there are lots of patterns and so on too. It's beautiful, but not to step on it. I was taught not to step on it too when I was growing up from my father. So stuff like that, like make sure that he reflects that. So that's cool. And but yeah, when I was watching Terminator, by the way, like they remastered the footage or something, and it was so beautiful. Like the quality is no longer like VHS. It's, I don't know how they do it. You guys have the technology, and it looks like it was made today. It was crazy. Hmm. Oh, so he should just loosely based. No, real name is replaced. Yeah. NHK Tiger dramas are an annual tradition. What is this year's show about? It's about Toyotomi, like Hideyoshi and Hidenaga. I'm watching it this time for the first time after decades, I think. It's actually good, but like they are depicting what's not real a lot, and it's annoying. And also they have, even though it's about a time period where samurais were killing each other a lot, like that's the generation, like killing was a thing, they're fighting each other and getting the territories and so on. That was the phase, and it's what we, and we have the respect for that time, like it's kind of scary, but it's the culture back then. It's okay, right? And we can't judge them back then with the current values or mindset, right? But NHK wants to push the today's like anti-war kind of thing, and then also they make the samurais like big one, like strong guys. They make them cry in public. Doesn't happen with the traditional Japanese culture. Men are not supposed to cry in public. And those who were really good at wars and so on, or battles, their brain was wired differently. So they don't have that sort of personality to do that. So it's annoying when they push that. Ukraine's Air Force said it intercepted all 6 Iskander ballistic missiles, one of the 2 Zikron hypersonic missiles or Onyx missiles, and 125 of the 142 drones launched by Russia overnight. Ooh. Intercepted means that they stopped it? It's a big word. Intercept. Man, I need to learn vocabs. Oh yeah. That's a lot that they caught. Wow. But it's ridiculous at the same time that Russia is doing that. Oh, it's on Netflix? Okay. Thank you. Then we can watch. BBC is completely rewriting history, like making past monarchs back. Oh, black. I see. I'm scrolling fast. Terminator 2 and a lot of films were shot on 35 millimeters. It's an analog, but the visual information on them were like equal to like 6K resolution. Wow. Is that why they were able to do it? That's amazing. But yeah, it's interesting though, like when you watch the old movies that you watched growing up, like you realize the bigger picture and what the story is really about and so on. And it's always fun. I'm gonna revisit my childhood sometimes because it's a good thing to do. I'm learning. They did a lot of PR saying the Shogun show was trying to be like old Japan. As someone from the West, it's hard to know. Interesting. Yeah. It's cool though. Like, but I think Hiroyuki Sanada, the main actor, was saying that he wanted to create it in the way that that he can't no longer, he can no longer do in Japan. So Yeah. Hmm. I always like the old black and white samurai films from Japan, some really good ones. Ah. I guess if from a Japanese perspective, it would be like those who like cowboy movies, like black and white cowboy movies. Mm. Yeah, in USA, if someone didn't die, it's not expected for men to cry, right? Like, like I hate it when men are like a girly, nowadays, like I was like, at the hair salon, I just see my hair is great again now. But I was talking to the haircut guy that's been cutting my hair for like 2 decades, and we were saying like the boys today are too girly, and I was telling him like their skin is too good, that so soft and like I don't know, it's puffy and like if you're young you like naturally have beautiful skin, even if you have some acne or whatever, you still look great, when you're young. And then they want to make sure that they look like, completely beautiful. It's becoming a thing that men wear a makeup, like it's rare for them to wear like foundation and so on, but still like they put on some oil or like a moisturizer and so on. You know what I mean? What I mean is this, like moisturizer and so on. And then some might draw a bit of eyebrows or something, and it's good to take care of your hygiene and so on, but like don't overdo it. Like yeah, it's weird. Like I personally, like I don't want to date a girl, like I'm straight, no offense to LGBT, but like for me as a straight woman, like I want men to be men, right? So when I look at like young people, it doesn't matter, like I'm married, happily married and everything, and I shouldn't think about it, but it's kind of annoying, right? Like socially, like when you look at them like, oh, like where are we going with this, because like how are they gonna be good parents if they're like that? It's so weird. Eventually, we might not be able to say like no to LGBT marriages, because if men look like females, then what's the difference? Hmm. I smell something. Good smell. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Since you are not giving me super chat, I think I am gonna go. I'm sad. I'm gonna cry because I don't receive super chat. You say women lie and say they want men to cry, but moment it happens, she will lose respect. That's a good point. That is a good point. Like, yeah, women somehow want to see the weakness and so on, because that's, I think, how women share their emotions and so on. Like they feel that the person, by showing the weakness, the person has opened up their heart or something. But we need to understand that men and women are different creatures. Like we are both in human form, but we are different creatures with different organs. So they have to understand that. But I finally understand it though. Like I did have issues too when I was younger, in relationships. But today I have a much better understanding. You know how there was a thing like, oh, it gets better, right? Like don't die, like it gets better. There was a commercial before, like I think it was 2 decades ago. So maybe not all of you know it, but it gets better kind of thing was a thing before. And then I was making fun of it. But today, though, I have to say, it gets better. Seriously. I thought like when I hit like 30, like when I became 30, I thought like, oh, life start at 30s when I'm in my 30s, you know? That's something that I heard from somebody older back then, and I was like, what does she mean? And then when I turned 30, I started to understand that because it's easier and better, you know? And at the age of 40 now, like I know a lot more about the world and the society and how our psychology works and everything, and how to cherish family and so on. And yeah, and it's more fun, and I'm learning relearning how to have fun in life, because like the past decade, like I kept working and working, you know, ignoring my fiscal not situation, fiscal state and so on. I work too hard. I'm like a workaholic, so I have that problem. So yeah, and then now I'm learning like what it's all for. And I realized like I just want to have fun with my husband and you know, he creates a great world, so I want to help him, you know, and as a partner. And then yeah, and also like romantically too, I want to have fun with him, and for that I should be able to provide more, you know, even financially too. Like I'm relying on him too much, so I want to help and so on. And then yeah, I want to give, you know, but more like more love or money to the others. But in order to do that, I need to earn. So that's the mentality that I have, and it's fun. It's not a pressure. It's like passion. So I feel great, you know, at the age of 40. Yes. So life starts at 40. That's what I'm saying. Mhm. And what's interesting or what's cool about becoming an older woman is that like your the sense of there's nothing to lose grows. Because you have more wrinkles and you kind of deteriorate, you know, as you age. But because of that, you realize like, oh, you don't have to, like, I don't have to appeal to men anymore, you know, as a female. Even if I'm happily married, I feel the pressure, you know, to be feminine and to be beautiful and so on. I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that. All I need to do is to look clean and kind of be funny because, you know, aunties are funny, you know? I want to be one of those like fun older ladies, you know, who are talkative and down to earth. And yeah, that's what I'm turning into. Just telling you. Anyway. Yeah, in my 30s, in real life, socializing has become much harder. Really, no idea where to even find people now. All my male close friends move away. You get, you know what I realized though at this age is that you gotta do uncomfortable things, like just to make you grow. Because when you like, I don't like to use the term like comfort zone, but it's what it really is, because I feel much better and stronger and wiser now after like a few months of like decluttering and trying new things, you know, that I feel better because I'm doing the things that I didn't before. And just do it, you know, just do. And especially like make the opposite decision of what you usually do, you know. You could talk to anybody, you know. Mm. So you gotta do uncomfortable things. That's the only way that you're gonna learn and expand. Hmm. We sabotage each other. I thought he thinks about your money. Oh, he does. It helps. Like we have a special relationship. Like it's pretty unique. So it's hard to tell you. He likes to use money. He's an investor, you know. He knows how to use money in a really good way for the future profit, like politically especially. His head is full of politics, by the way. He's thinking about politics 24/7 because he's a man. He's all about territory and power and that sort of things. And he wants budget. He's not a normal husband, okay? He's a warrior. So that's what I need to provide. And it's not like he's asking me to work, that he doesn't he says like I don't have to work, like he doesn't want me to work, like if that's what I want, but then if he can receive money, he will happily do it and use it. But money is awesome because you exchange that with experiences and knowledge. So I want to do that more. I'm learning that money gives you that sort of like experiences and so on. So I should use it wisely. Mhm. After high school, all you have are work friends, but that's the way it goes. Yeah. Unless like you join some hobby group, like if you're into tennis or hiking or running or whatever circles that you have, like unless you belong to one of those, you only have coworkers. Yeah, but coworkers sometimes become good friends though. Mm. I'm all natural, no makeup and filters, and I look like anime characters. That's awesome. That's awesome. The other day I had to wear no makeup. It was kind of sad, but at the same time, I remembered what it was like growing up, and I felt good. But then you gotta apply sunscreen though. Sunlight is great for you, generates vitamin D and everything, but you gotta wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is important because the sunlight is the one that is gonna age your skin. Then when you are 50, you can buy a vet fanny pack and some white socks and New Balances with jeans and shorts. What do you mean? By the way, I wear sneakers all the time. A lot of agents, I think, do. Like I wear fancy clothes and then I wear sneakers. You know why? Because my husband walks fast. And we don't have a car. We walk everywhere. No time for fashion, Sneakers all the way. Hard to find the non-toxic ones. Don't. That's a good point, though. My husband is taller and he has longer legs, and I am shorter, and my legs are not that long. So my husband always uses the, example, like he's a husky, and I'm like a dachshund. Dachshundo. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. I'm like, my husband walks like, right? I have much shorter legs, and I'm like, we hold hands often, so like I have to go with like small, like shorter legs, but like same width, trying to get to the. I'm like always reaching my leg. So much work from my abs. Or maybe I should walk like one of those little doggies, Yeah. Don't you have though like sunscreen? As for sunscreens, I like a Trader Joe's or what is it called? The other store. the natural stores where liberal gals like to shop. The healthy stores. You guys have that. Here we don't have that. But our standards are not that bad, so it's okay though. It's a joke stereotype about 50-year-old American men and they buy a Chevy Corvette. Ah, I see, I see. Ducky. His hobby is a game, but I live in a small village and I have chronic health issues. I look for things, but I need ways to reach it too. I think you need to, like, if you don't like that though, you gotta move to another place, or if you want to keep living there, you gotta just decide to be healthy. Like I have the same symptom, but look at me. Maybe it's the medical care of Japanese society, because the insurance here really helps. I use a lot of medicine all the time. I take pills and then I use dark things. But it's covered by insurance, so I don't have to pay much. But yeah. But usually though, it's that symptom though, it comes from stress, and you gotta move your body too, and it comes from your stress. So maybe there are some things that you need to solve mentally too, that you're probably suppressing yourself somewhere. So you gotta liberate yourself. I'm turning into like a religious person. Anyway, medicine information is I would give you information, but like I don't want CCP to listen to this though. Or Russians. I don't want to give you my personal information. Or sneakers. The job interview in Japan. Oh, it depends though, the job kind. There's sunscreen called Badger. That one is good. Wasn't there like something about Badger? Something Badger does blah blah blah. Why does Badger sounds familiar? Anyway. Da, 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 da. That's what happens when you look for sympathy from mom. You get harsh. I turn into a mummy. Mom. You're falling asleep. Thank you for watching. See you sleep well. Yes. Women are, because it's out of love though, that you want to help. Yes. Email? No. Sorry. I'm too lazy to write emails and so on. Again, like maybe you should start a circle, with people with same symptoms or something, to share information and, to support each other and so on, because you're probably like thinking by yourself, and it's not helpful. It only drives you crazy. So you should like online, at least online you can make friends. So men aren't allowed to complain. I want my husband to complain sometimes, but I actually ask him, and also, yeah, like I tackle him, verbally all the time, so to figure out what he's thinking, because he doesn't complain. So but then there are some frustrations, so like I need to hear that, like what do you want, what are you thinking. Only communication accepted is super chat. Yes. That's so true. When I receive super chat, I'm like, yeah. I gotta give back. Thank you. Dude, Yoko, chill. then I'm gonna fall asleep then. Yeah. I'm actually a little sleepy for you. I'll be speaking for 2 hours straight. So maybe I need to look at these beautiful eyes. This guy have a beautiful eyes. Yes. Anyway. Hmm. Actually, because of your meds, I was curious if treatment is different in Japan. I didn't intend long emails with it. Just it's I think it's usually like certain types of medicines. But if you Google like what kind of medicines are used in Japan, I'm pretty sure Google will tell you. And yeah, it's not like special. But as for me though, I think the Eastern culture, like Eastern medicine, is actually helping me. Like I didn't receive it for this symptom, but the female side, I needed that, and then after that, like it's all about circulation. So like I feel a lot more like I feel energetic and everything, and feel good. And also remember that it has waves, like sometimes you get better, other times bad, and it happens. So, and it's all about autonomic system, so or balance. So like it comes and goes and so on, so you shouldn't think about it too much, even though it's hard when it's a bad condition. But anyway, yeah, that's I'm not receiving much anymore, so I should go. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Man, it's crazy that June is ending. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Okay. Yay! Are you guys going to sleep? Have have a good night. Sleep well. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know it's late there. Yay. It is gonna be Yoko Jr. We will see. I'll think of the name. Thank you so much again. And thank you so much for those who gave me super chat too. Thank you. And thank you for your viewership. It really helps my channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My cat gets mad if still up 6 a.m. That's funny. Predictions? I have no idea. There's not much moves in my country, so I can't tell. Mm-hmm. Husband go live. Maybe he will. His English is so Japanese that he speaks Japanglish. So yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have a great evening. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. I want to talk to him. ハズバンドと話したい人がいるってよ。He's like, oh. Sadly, he doesn't speak English. He does speak a bit of like basic English. His pronunciation is bad though. Maybe you won't understand. European people tend to understand him. He's more like a British guy, I'm more like an American gal. So there's a difference. But anyway, prediction: Japan beats Brazil 2-1. Oh, that'd be great. So true. I can't watch that though. I have to leave early in the morning that day, so I can't watch that match live. But yeah, that would be great. Thanks for your fortune. Sending me fortune. PK. Yeah. Phone battery low. My battery is low too. I should take a break. Most Japanese won't speak English in public unless they are fluent. Good point. Yeah. My husband still has a communication skills though. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day or sleep well. Have a good night. Okay. Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.